Hey, Michigan Yak here, Jake. So I kind of bought a brand new kayak. Was waiting for the Hobie passport for forever. I even went so far as to ask for like a 10-footer. I asked for a 12-footer. No one has them anywhere. I contacted one of the people that are local here to Jackson County, and he's like, well, I've got something really similar. And I was like, all right, cool, I'll take a look at it. Looked at it once, talked to him about a few things. There's a website, but it's relatively sparse as far as information goes. They are made in China, which I guess it is fine with me as long as I can still, do all the things I wanted to do with my passport. So I bought it, put a deposit on it, and then we went back down to Indiana, and then we came back up here, so I'm gonna go get it now. I'll show you guys a full walkthrough. I'll give you a price. It was like $15.95, I think, with a Mirage drive with it. Has a seat. It does not have the reverse, and it has the kick-up fins. I already tested that, but I'll give you guys a walkthrough when I get there, and we'll go from there. Thanks. What's going on, guys? I am here at BluePlanet Paddlesports here in Jackson off of Michigan Ave. It is super loud, super busy. So if you're from Jackson, that used to be the old Kmart. The O'Reilly Auto Parts store is right there. I'll walk in and get my new yak. So this place is really, really cool. Locally owned, has skateboards, SUPs, paddle boards, skateboard equipment, kayak equipment, fat tire bikes. I mean, they've got everything. Come on, adjust. There we go. Everything. Comes Dan the man. Hey Dan, take it a little wave. So there's all the skateboards they got. We got trucks, wheels. There's a surfboard up there. Got all your backpacks, everything you would need. So we're gonna go towards the back where my stuff is. Skateboards. They got swag everywhere. Life jackets. All of these roof-mounted rack carriers. More, they even have BMX tires, they've got snowboards, literally everything. Something that y'all would really love. Yellow boards, they're very nice, very stable. A lot of them are inflatable. They're fantastic. This is the third area, and it is just packed to the rafters. Coolest thing is that they get these shipments in regularly, and they let you like mess on them. I had my daughter here the other day, and she was crawling over them. Dan's super cool about it. Paddles, Kirko, by the way. They've got the Pro, and then they've got, I think, the Angler, I want to say, but adjustable. And then they've got the actual carbon fiber, and then the fiberglass, and they've even got some standard wood ones from Kirko. They've got H2O paddles for your SUPs, or just a fatter paddle that you like. These are the models that I've been looking at, and here is mine. This is my baby. So we're gonna start at the front. Very, very large grab handle. Now these are not roto-molded in, they are screwed on here and here. There's a paddle keeper in the front. There's a really decent bulkhead right in the front. Then you come to this first enormous storage hatch. And it's got a keep wire here. Here's your plug for your pedal power. It comes with a little Yak Attack / Scotty rod holder that comes in this adjustable thing. 2 tracks, one on that side, one on that side. And then also you technically have the same tracks that your seat sits in down in here. Your seat has 3 positions. It's got an adjustable piece down here that allows you to adjust your height. 2 hatches. There's me, sold. It is pedal power. And it is the Mirage drive, technically. I don't think it folds up as well as the Hobies do, or as aggressively as the Hobies do, I should say. There is also a gear track right here. There are 2 storage hatches, really small. But I mean, there's plenty to jam a jacket in there, no big deal there. You can stand up on this if you have the balance. Pad eyes are pre-installed over there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 rod holders, plenty of gear storage in the back. These are just wrapped around the wing nuts, plastic wing nuts. So I mean, realistically, you could pull that all up. You could rig it how you want it. That's totally up to you. There's another hatch here in the back that gives you access to your lines, which operates your rudder. You can put anything through there. It does come with inserts pre-installed for anything you'd really want to put back there. Power pole. I'm pretty sure the Bixby can mount to this formation. Don't quote me on that because I'm not for sure. But this actually is deployed from the cockpit, which is another thing that the Passport that I really wanted did not have. So that's on a spring. You pull this cord up and then you put it in this lock keeper right here. So it is more of a two-handed operation, but I could probably rig it to where it goes through a pad eye here and then it sits in that thing properly. So let me see if I can hold it and hold the camera and put that down in there. Yep. So then she's up. I mean, she's not really up as far as she could be, all the way against there, but that's no problem. There's your drain plug, pretty standard. Carry handles. These again are screwed in. You've got storage here for tackle. Got a cup holder. I would imagine if you have like a Hopsulator Slim, a Brewmate, or whatever that holds your Michelob Ultras or Corona Extras or whatever you like to drink that's in that tall slim can, I don't think the Hopsulator itself will fit in there. I'll test that later when I get back to the house. But this will hold a standard can, no big deal there. There are 8 scuppers on the boat, and they come with all scupper plugs already installed. And then there's also a small hatch under the seat. Lock, unlock, lift up, and then she's under there, and she's actually a dry bag. So you have a dry bag that's pre-installed there. And then let me see if I can, yep. So pretty sure, yeah, I've got to loosen that to actually get it up there to adjust. And there's your dry bag. And it's pretty small again, but I mean, you can put your valuables in there, no big deal. All right, and we'll leave that back where it's at. And here is your rudder control. And my favorite part, it has a sonar mount. And there's a scupper plug directly above this that you would essentially just slit a small hole through and then silicone it, pull it through, waterproof it, good to go. And there's your shot of the Mirage drive. These are relatively flexible. I mean, there's a huge rod that goes down in through here, and then they connect up here with a pin clip, and then they fold relatively flat, not quite all the way to the hull, but as far as you would probably need them to just run over stuff. That's a quick walkthrough. We'll take it out on the water probably tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Hey, Jake with Mayak here. Thinking of putting on a rod holder, since I don't like how there's 2 in the front and 2 in the back, because when I'm in the front and I'm working like a walking bait or stick bait or whatever you want to call them, I keep whacking the pole that's in the front. So I'm thinking about an option like this, to where I've got another one of these and I've got 3 set up. It keeps them really far apart, and then there's a piece in the back that actually is for a cart, and I'm going to make it do double duty. Or instead of the really wide option, I could go with the closer together option and have one that drops a little bit. Obviously I'll cut a PVC chunk that's, you know, equal height, but then that way if I ever come up to a bridge I can tilt this back, or if I mount it like this, front of the kayaks here, front of the back of the kayaks in the back, I can make it tilt like this so I can not scrape the bridge on my yak when I go underneath it. I'm debating. I don't know. They both cost the same. You need 2 elbows and a cross for each portion of it. I may just run it like this and see which one I like better before I mount them all together. I'll probably put this one in the middle, and I'll put another one of these on the other side like this. Because then that way I could potentially still tip it all back, but I don't know if I like how much extra space this will take up. Potentially, if that piece is back there, it'll probably hit the back of my seat. So this is probably the better option, especially if I run it like this, but I'd have to keep it up high enough, and I don't know if this will be high enough up off the deck. I'm gonna keep cranking. I will show you what I come up with when I get it all mounted. Alright, I decided to go with a combo. I went with a J here with the tube facing the front, the cross piece in the middle, and then a J again facing the front on the other side. It was pretty easy to, well, I made these, but just basically it's 1.25 inches, 4 1/4, and then the 6x1 by 16 bolts are spread 3.5 inches apart. And then I just heated this up. It doesn't have to be pretty. I'm gonna paint it all anyways. And then these knobs will act as the support legs for my cart. So I figured I'd give you an actual aerial view. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rod spots. Still enough space in the back to store some stuff. Not quite done yet. Most of what I fish with is like a small tactical backpack that's probably 14 inches tall and about 9 inches wide. And it's just got a bunch of Dollar Tree, Dollar General, little tiny plastic boxes and clasp boxes and things like that. But overall, I'm pretty impressed. Went together really well. It took me about an hour. I'll put like a parts description of everything, or I'll draw you up a sketch of how I did it. But if you're getting an Atlas, this is 1.25 inches because they didn't have inch at the store. I'm not really sure why, but I imagine that inch would be better. But for most of the pulls that I use, the knob on the bottom of the rod is 1.25 inches wide, so it just made sense to do it that way anyways. I'm probably gonna do the actual tall pieces, and then I'll heat them up and I'll push them onto a wine bottle to flare them out a little bit, and then I'll cut them. So the actual spinning rods, that little arm that comes out will pop in there. That way they can't rotate and spin and start smacking each other. But again, it went pretty well. It's like 90 degrees out here, so I'm gonna keep cranking, and then I'll keep you guys posted on what else I do next. Thanks.